You are being called crazy, deranged, saying that you are stealing funds. You also you have a charity that from the Attorney General's office. I understand they sent a cease and desist letter to your foundation.
I don't know nothing about that. I'm not crazy. I'm not
You have
deranged.
Tiffany Henyard Cares, your foundation. So the Attorney General's office hasn't reached out to you regarding your foundation?
So I want to set the record straight. I don't have a foundation. I am a supporter of anybody that's struggling with cancer. My mom had breast cancer, and I'm always push anybody that has that. If someone uses my name to push their charity, or if you say this is Tiffany t-shirt, people gonna buy it. Because right now I'm considered what? Clickbait. People make money off of my name by views. So you just say my name.
You say you don't have a foundation.
I do not. And that's why I tell everybody, go do your research. I'm not on anything.
So,
hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. Today, we had a chance to listen and to see a recent interview Tiffany A. Henyard did with Roland Martin. Tiffany A. Henyard has been on the defensive the last year or so as people have brought up videos regarding her and her spending behaviors, how things are going bad in the city of Dalton, Illinois, and how she has been the root cause of a lot of it. There's been talks about her spending lavishly. There's been talks about her,
she joins us right now. I'm glad to have you here in studio.
Trustees and
first
just
off,
being a completely over-the-top person.
You're the mayor of Dalton,
in every aspect of that particular issue. So what her team has decided is that it's in their best interest to go on the offensive, to go out, tell their side of the story, and to see exactly how much support that she can gather and garner from the watching audience. I'm going to play a video here. We'll watch a little bit of this, come back and talk about it after that. Your first time joining, please hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and here we go.
And so your critics say that you have a significant security detail. First of all, how large is your police department in Dalton, and what is your security detail?
So we have about 45 officers in our village. My security is warranted due to the fact of threats and things of that nature, but what people are not stating is it's in our CBA. That's our collective bargaining agreement. That's our union contract. So it comes with the seat. That's what people are not saying. I didn't make this up. I didn't just create this and say, I want security.
How many officers is it?
How many officers is what?
On security detail.
I'm not gonna say how many due to the threats on my life. So,
but if it's in your CBA,
it is in my CBA. I'm not doing anything wrong. I even went to court due to the fact of people suing me saying I cannot have a security detail, and I won. The judge said I can't have a security detail because it's already in a CBA.
Okay, and so that's one of the issues there. You have other trustees who suggested that the city is in a deficit. What is the state of the city's finances?
So we are in a deficit, but it's not what everybody's claiming it to be. They're going around with false allegations of $5 million, $7 million, $8 million. It's all false. Our deficit is $2 million.
$2 million? $2
million.
And what's your annual budget?
Our annual budget is $30 million.
$3 million? $30 million.
Yep.
And so what led to that deficit?
So it comes from them not paying bills. So say, for instance, we have a board meeting and they say, well, we're going to pull this out, pull that out. If they continue to pull bills out, later on, what do you have? A deficit, because the bills still due. Just like us not paying our mortgage or not paying our light bill. We still owe the money at the end of the month.
When you say they, who's they?
The trustees, the board. Because the board is the one that votes to pay the bills.
So so you have two types of government out there. You got strong mayor, city council, then you have city manager, form of government. So mayor and the trustees control the city's finances.
Well, yes, when it comes to the budget, just the budget.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So in terms of who's deciding to pay the bills, so this deficit that you have, you're saying that's a result of the trustees not paying the city's bills?
Correct.
But do you have the resources?
Yes.
To pay the bills?
Yes.
So how's there a deficit?
Because they won't pay the bills. So it's still on our books. Until we release the check and pay the bill, we still count it as a deficit.
So you say
the mayor, not the trustees, that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work.
Tiffany Henyard considers herself.
All right, so there we have it again. So one thing she kept saying there is they won't pay the bill, they won't pay the bill. And the question now becomes is what bill is it that they won't pay? Tiffany A. Henyard stated that this has been going on here since she was, since the first month that she was in office, which is strange again because, you've had other people who have come through and no one else has had this particular issue. But now, that they're having these particular problems. She stated that the city has 45 police officers. And I believe that her current detail is about 6 people, which almost about 20% of the police force is basically watching her on a day-by-day basis. Additionally, she has, billboards that are up throughout the city. And the question then becomes is who's paying for the billboards? You have so many different things that are going on here. The interviewer, Roland Martin, he didn't really seem, I think that this is one of those things where you have a prominent interviewer. Roland Martin is a well-renowned person. He has, I think, over 1 million subscribers on his channel. And, he is all things black. So for him to be so skeptical is kind of strange. And, just listening to a lot of the things that she stated, she talked about how that, the Board of Trustees are just refusing to make payments and how they're just causing a lot of issues. But it doesn't seem to be something that makes a whole lot of sense. Additionally, in the beginning, she stated that there was he asked her about her nonprofit, and she said that she didn't know anything about a nonprofit. She's there supporting it, but it has her name on it, which is a wild thing overall for her to say that she's not the one who is supporting it. She's not the one who's running it, but she's saying that someone else opened it, and they're just running it in particular for her, I guess, kind of thing. We've seen that with the state of Illinois has advised her to stop collecting funds for the particular organization that is not properly registered, and so many other things that are happening right now. This story is going to be one that's going to be covered for a while. Again, she's been investigated by the FBI. How exactly this concludes, we're still waiting exactly to see, but this is definitely going to be something that's going to be followed until it is done. Tiffany A. Henyard has recently launched her own podcast here, and it's going to be airing once a week. And we'll see exactly how that plays out. But it's going to be definitely something that's going to be watched on a day-by-day basis. March 2nd, I do believe, is their next town hall meeting. And that will continue to be viewed and to be watched by thousands of people across the nation. But there's a lot of things that are going on here. And again, as I say, the trustees are probably not interested in paying some of the bills. Those particular bills are likely some of the things that she's racked up over time. $150,000 Suburban, a few other things as well, and people are just not having it. So what are your thoughts? I'll link the particular interview in the description section. Do you think that do you believe Tiffany A. Henyard? Do you think that she's being persecuted, or is it all the stuff warranted? Comment below, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.